This here is a really cool vintage Casio. This is the Casio A168WG-9EF. Quite a mouthful, but it's a basic watch from their vintage collection, and it includes a stainless steel band, which I really like. Now, as you can see, it comes in this very cool gold color. I didn't have a gold Casio yet in my collection, but I'm very happy to add this one. Once you get a watch with a stainless steel band, you'll understand why people like them so much, and this is actually a really nice band for being quite an inexpensive watch. As you can see, it's gold plated, so it has this nice gold hue all throughout, front, back, and side. But you get that nice feeling and the added weight of stainless steel on your wrist rather than a cheap plastic strap. The clasp itself is quite clever, as this is an adjustable stainless bracelet without needing to remove any links. Easy to get on and off, just get your fingernail under there, and then the strap comes off. Now, to size the strap, all you're going to do is adjust this mechanism up and down, and that's going to allow you to get the absolute perfect size, and then the remainder of the bracelet is just going to wrap under your wrist like that. It's quite comfortable, but I do find this is a hair puller. If you have hairy arms, even if you don't, you'll probably get a little bit of hair pulling, so I guess when you get an inexpensive stainless steel watch, you can't get everything. Definitely a little bit of a pincher. Overall, I find it to be very comfortable once you have it to the right size. It has a little bit of move and give, more like a plastic strap, but still that rigidity you get with metal. It has a nice thin case, so it sits easily on your wrist, goes under any cuff you have here. It's only 9.6 millimeters high, and it has a width of 36 millimeters, so it's going to fit on pretty much anyone's wrist. The weight comes in at only 49 grams, even despite of that metal bracelet, so it still is not a heavy watch by any stretch of the imagination. This kind of surprised me. The case has that nice same shiny gold look, matches up perfectly with the band, which is stainless steel, but the case itself, this is a resin case. It just has a coating on it to give it this nice gold shiny look to it, but this is a standard plastic case. Now, it also has a mineral glass over the top there, so you don't get a sapphire or anything like that. So you're probably going to get some scratches over time with this one, but that's pretty much unavoidable with any watch you wear. Now, there's no solar or anything like that on this one, but you do get a 7-year battery life before you're going to have to change that out. The size, the module, everything like that, it's going to remind you of something basic like a Casio F91W, but one thing you get with the A168WG-9EF is you get the electroluminescent backlight. I love this kind of backlight. It's so easy to see. It doesn't have any sort of an afterglow, so it just comes off and on as soon as you press it. But comparing the electroluminescence to something like a normal backlight on an F91W, this is basically like a lighthouse compared to that. With this quartz module, you get an accuracy of plus or minus 30 seconds a month, so for something this inexpensive, it is incredibly accurate. It's a pretty straightforward watch, but it does give you a few features. Let me quickly show you how the module works. On the Casio A168 here, has a stainless steel caseback as well as the 3928 watch module. Now, this is a very straightforward module, very reminiscent of the Casio F91W. You have a mode button, a start and stop button, as well as the light button. Press the mode button the first time, this takes us to our alarm, has a single alarm, has an hourly beep as well. Now there's going to be no sounds from the watch, except when I'm changing my modes, there's always going to be a beep then, but I can turn the hourly chime off. Now the hourly chime is going to go off. Now our alarm only is going to go off, not the hourly chime. And now both our daily alarm as well as the hourly chime are going to go off. If you want to set the alarm, press this top left button here. That's going to be how you can change the hour. Let's get back to 4:29 a.m. I like to get up early, you guys know that. Now we can adjust our minutes here. Okay, 4:30. Get up late tomorrow. And there we go. Now that's locked in. That's going to go off every day at 4:30 a.m. Now, if you set the alarm and you press mode, this takes you back to the timekeeping mode. But if you don't set the alarm, if you just press mode again, you go to the stopwatch mode. Obviously, this is going to be your start and stop for the stopwatch. Stop it right there. That's going to reset it. But it also gives you the lap feature. So if you start and stop it here, press this button. See, it says split. Now that keeps track of your split time. If I press it again here, we go back to our main time mode. Start and stop that. But what you'll see here is if I press split, and then if I press stop, that keeps track of 2 times. Now if I press this button, that's the second time, right? So you can keep track of 2 different modes here. Got a couple of features in that stopwatch. Press mode goes back to our timekeeping, but from our main watch face here, if I press mode 1, 2, 3 times, this is how you're going to set the watch. So you press the light button to move between the different categories. This has an auto calendar, so you might have to change it on a leap year, but it's good to keep track of months with 30 days and that sort of thing. When you do have the proper time, you can just press that mode button again. There you go, now the watch is set. Now you can go between 24-hour and 12-hour mode by pressing the start and stop button from this main screen. And then this also has quite a loud alarm. If you want to see exactly how loud the alarm is going to be, when you're in the alarm screen, hold that start and stop button. There you go, and that's how loud it's going to be, so you can assess if that's going to wake you up or not. So if you like those simple, basic Casio watches that have those nice thin modules and they're very easy to wear, but you want something with a proper metal strap rather than a resin strap, I would definitely consider getting a watch like this, especially if you're looking to add a gold watch to your collection. And let's be honest, no watch roll is complete without a gold watch.